Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Good morning to everyone. Today you are going to learn about human skeleton. Human skeleton. In this module, you are learning about human skeletal system, movement, locomotion, bones, cartilage, types of bones, parts of skeletal system, joints, types of joints and muscles. Children, you often feel sometimes hard when you touch your arm, your legs and even your head. Do you know what is the hard substance present inside our body is? Yes, the hard substance which is present in our body is called bones. A human body is made up of a number of bones together, and these bones form a framework that gives a shape to our body. The body without skeletal will appear like a jelly that has no shape of its own. Not only does the skeletal give shape and support, it also helps in the movement of various organs in our body. Now we know the importance of skeleton. Let us study in detail. The framework of bones and cartilage, which gives shape and support to our body, is called skeleton. The skeleton structure is composed of hard material which is made up of calcium called bones. The human skeleton is made up of 206 bones. In human beings, the skeleton is present inside the body, so it is called endoskeleton. Now let us discuss what is movement and locomotion. Movement, a change in the position of any object is called movement. Many movements takes place in our body and also in other organisms' body. Locomotion, when movement results in change of position of whole organism, it is called locomotion. Now we will discuss about bones and types of bones. A new baby has about 300 bones at the birth. These eventually fuse to form 206 bones that adult have. There are 206 bones in the body which forms more than 200 joints with each other. While the bones are hard, bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. Cartilage. Cartilage is a soft, elastic tissue that connects the bone at the region of the joints. It offers supports to the structure. It connects the bones together. The cartilage has widely spaced cells suspended in a matrix of proteins and sugars. It is found in the nose, ears, and the rings of the trachea to give flexibility. Types of bones. Bones can be classified into four types based on their shape. Long bones. These are found in humerus and femur. There are long and cylinder bones generally found in the limbs. Short bones. These bones are very short, which are similar in size, and these are found in carpals. Flat bones. They are thin and flat in nature, and not all of them are completely flat. They provide surface area of muscle attachment, and these are found in sternum. Irregular bones. These bones do not have specific shapes and therefore they cannot be put into any other group, and these are found in vertebrae. Now let us discuss about parts of skeleton. Human skeleton consists of two parts. They are axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton includes the skull, vertebral column, and the rib cage. Appendicular skeleton includes the shoulder bone, pelvic bone, arm bone, and the leg bone. Now let us study in detail what is axial skeleton. It consists of skull, backbone, and rib cage. Let us discuss about the skull. A bony part of our head is called skull. The skull is made up of 22 bone plates joined together. The skull is at the top of the vertebral column and it is composed of two main parts which are called cranium and facial bones. Cranium. The cranium gives protection to the brain. The bones of the cranium are flat and are held firmly in a zipper like manner. The joints of the cranial bones are fused joints. Facial bones. These bones make the front and the lower part of the skull, backbone or vertebrae. The backbone is a long, hollow, rod-like structure running from the base of the skull to the hip inside our body. The scientific name of backbone is vertebral column and it consists of 33 small rings are called vertebrae. Between various vertebrae of backbone are present with a disc-like structure called cartilage and it is made up of soft bones. Our backbone supports the head, its top, the shoulder bones, rib bones and hip bones all are joined to the backbone. Each vertebrae has a hole in it. Due to this, there is a hollow center inside the backbone. Thus, the backbone encloses and protects the spinal cord from the damage. Now let us discuss about chest bone or rib cage. Sternum or chest bone is a flat bone at the center of the chest. The ribs and the sternum make up what is called the rib cage. Rib cage occupies the chest region. It consists of cone-shaped structure and made up of 12 pairs of ribs. Ribs are attached to the vertebrae at the back which curve around to form a cage. 10 pairs of ribs attached to the breastbone at the front. Floating ribs. These are ribs that are not attached to the sternum or the other ribs. Two pairs of lower ribs are free at the front. These are called as free floating ribs. When rib cage is set up in such a way that it can contract and expand during the process of breathing, the rib cage protects the underlying of lungs, heart and some part of liver, etc. Now let us discuss about appendicular skeleton. The appendicular skeleton consists of shoulder bone, hip bone and bones of hands and legs. Now we'll discuss about shoulder bone or pectoral girdle. The shoulder bone is formed by the collarbone and the shoulder blade. It is attached to the upper part of the rib cage to the upper arm bone. The shoulder blade is attached to the backbone by muscles to allow the free movement of the shoulder. Hip bone or pelvic girdle. The hip bone forms a large basin-shaped framework at the lower end of the backbone to which the legs are attached. The hip bone is also known as pelvic bone. It is made up of number of bones fused together by a fixed joints. The thigh bone of our legs are joined to the hip bone by ball and socket joints. Bones of hands and legs. The upper limb of human body from the shoulder to the hand is called an arm. There are two arms in skeleton. The two arms are attached to the shoulder blades of the skeleton by ball and socket joints. Each arm consists of three parts: the upper arm, the lower arm and the hand. The upper arm is from the shoulder to elbow. The upper arm consists of a single bone called humerus. The lower arm. The lower arm is from elbow to wrist. The lower arm is made up of two bones are called radius and ulna. The upper arm bones connected to lower arm bones by hinge joint at the elbow. The hand consists of various small bones which forms wrist, palm and finger. The lower limb of the human body on which person walks or stands are called legs. There are two legs in the human body. The two legs are attached to the hip bone of skeleton by ball and socket joints. Each leg consists of three parts. There are called upper leg, lower leg and foot. The upper leg is from hip to knee and the upper leg consists of single bone called femur or thigh bone. Now let us discuss about lower leg. The lower leg is from knee to ankle. The lower leg consists of two bones and these are called tibia and fibula. The upper leg bone connects to lower leg bone with the hinge joint. There is also a kneecap called patella. The foot consists of various small bones which form ankle, middle part of foot and toes. Now let us discuss about joints. The location where two or more bones meet is called a joint. Ligaments bend a bone to another bone. Tendons bend a bone to a muscle. Types of joints. There are two types of joints present in skeleton system. These are fixed joints and immovable joints. Fixed joints. The joints where no movement of bones is possible are called fixed joints. The joints in the skull bone are example of fixed joints. Movable joints. In these joints, movement is possible, and these are again divided into four types of joints. Let us study in detail what is ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint. In this joint, the rounded end of the bone fits into the cavity of another bone. It permits movement in all directions. The joints between the shoulder and the upper arm is an example of ball and socket joint. Similarly, the joint between thigh and the hip is an example of ball and socket joint. Pivot joint. Pivot joints allow for rotation, twisting, extension and flexibility. This is the joint where our neck joins the head and allow the movement of head forward, backward, left and right directions. It is moreover like a cylindrical bone moving in a ring. Hinge joints. Hinge joints are found between the two or more than two bones where we need back and forth movement. This joint is similar to hinges in a door. These joints allow movement only in one plane directions. The knee joint and elbow joint are examples of hinge joints. Gliding joints. The movement in this joint happens due to sliding of bones over one another. Joints between the rings of bone are examples of gliding joints. The wrist joint is also an example of gliding joints. Now let us discuss about muscles. Muscles are attached to the bones and it is responsible for the movement of human body. There is a change in the length of muscles due to the contraction and relaxation. If you move your arm touching your shoulder, you will observe the bulging part on your arm. This is muscle due to the contraction and it comes back to its normal position if you stretch your arm and muscle comes to relax. Thank you.